Alright, in this unit we're going to review everything about polynomials. So our first lesson is going to just be the basics of polynomials.
Objectives. Find the degree of the polynomial. Number 2, arrange the terms of a polynomial in ascending or descending order. Right there.
Alright, so we're going to begin with the definition of a polynomial, which is a monomial or a sum of monomials. And just in case you don't remember, a monomial is a number. It can be a number. It can be a variable. Or it can be the product of a number and variables. And I'll show you what some examples of monomials are just a little bit later, but just remember a number. It can be a number, just a plain old number, a variable, just a plain old variable, or it can be the product of a number and some variables. And with a polynomial and with a monomial, the exponents of the variables, the little number attached to the variables, have to be positive. Here's the definition of two special types of polynomials, a binomial and a trinomial. Binomial just has, it's the sum of two monomials, two terms, just like two wheels on a bicycle, and a trinomial is sum of three terms, just like three wheels on a tricycle. So here are some examples of monomials, binomials, and trinomials. Remember, mono is the prefix that means one term. So this is the product of a number and some variables. This is just a plain old number. This is the product of a number and some variables, and just x times y would be a monomial, and just x would be a monomial. In the second column, we have some examples of binomials, and all they are is two monomials separated by subtraction or addition. And then finally, we got trinomials. Tri, prefix that means three. So we got three terms, and they have to be separated by addition or subtraction. Alright, when you hear the word degree, if you're talking about a monomial, all the degree of a monomial is the sum of the exponents of the variables. So all you do is take all the exponents of the variables in the term and you add them together. If you have a constant, such as like 6, then it's degree 0. The number 0 and expressions which represent 0 have no degree. Alright, so basically, we got to find the degree of these monomials. So first of all, one exponent in this first one, and it's a 3. So that's my degree 3. Second one, you may think it's degree 2, but don't forget that there is a, oops, can't see right there. Even though, let me erase. There we go. Even though there's nothing written there, there's one a there, so it actually has an exponent of 1, and so does the b. So I have to add all those exponents together, and I get a degree of 4 there. All right, negative 14, that's a constant. Any constant number has a degree 0. With 42, I have 1a, 1b, 1c, so I add all my exponents together, and I get a degree of 3. And here is my exponents that I add together here. 2 plus 3 plus 4, 5, so my degree is 9. Alright, here's how you find the degree of a polynomial. Since you're going to have most likely more than one term, what you do is you find the degree of each term, and then you find the term with the largest degree, and that's the degree of your polynomial. Alright, so here's some examples, and we're going to find the degree of the polynomial. Alright, this first polynomial, it's a trinomial because you have 3 terms separated by plus sign, and if I look, my first term has a degree 2. My second term has a degree of 2 plus 1, which is 3. And the fourth term is a constant, so it has a degree of 0. So 3 is my largest degree of my monomials. So 3 is the degree of my polynomial. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the next two. First term has degree 4. Second term has degree 9 when I add those together. And last term, this one has a degree 1. It's not 0 because I have 1x there. And remember, if there's nothing written down, there's a 1 applied. But my biggest degree of monomials is 9, so my degree of the polynomial is 9. All right, third one. X exponent of 1, y exponent of 1. So that first term has a degree 2. Second term has a degree 0, so my biggest degree is 2. And finally for the last one, first term has a degree 4, second term has a degree 3, third term has a degree 2, and my largest degree is 4, so my polynomial has degree 4. Alright, terms of polynomials, we usually arrange them in what is either called ascending or descending order. And actually, normally we're going to use descending order. What that means is we start with the term with the largest degree and we decrease as we go to the right. And it makes, when we get to factoring and all kinds of stuff, if you put your polynomials in descending order, it'll make everything a lot easier for you in the long run. So always put your polynomials in descending order. Alright, all these polynomials are in ascending order from smallest exponent to largest, and we're going to rearrange them to be in descending order. So all we're going to do is we start, these are all a's here, so we're just going to start with 2a to the third, my largest exponent, minus 6a squared, because there's that negative in front of 6 there. Then my next one is the degree 1, and finally degree 0. Now, same thing with my next one. My biggest degree, my largest one is degree 5, so I put the term with degree 5, then my term with degree 1, and then one term with degree 0. Alrighty, this one, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with the largest terms, degree 6, so it is 2x to the 7th y. That is degree 8, sorry. And then degree 5, and then finally degree 3. This is descending order, largest degree to smallest degree. Alright, and if you notice something funny here, this one has degree 4, and this one has degree 4. But when we have two variables and they have the same degree, we put them in degree alphabetical order. We go by our x's, so our biggest one is our 2x to the 4th. Then we have 3x to the 3rd and y. And then finally x squared, y squared. On these two right here, we basically go in alphabetical order. So x comes before y, so we arrange them in degree with all the terms that have x in them. And we descend with the exponents in the x, the degree, and then we do the y. Alright, here is 5 polynomials here that I want you to see if you can get the degree. So pause the video, come up with the degree, and then restart the video and check. And then once you check, if you got them right, you're done. Alright, on these, the first 3, they were just monomials, so I just had to find the degree of each monomial. The last 2, I had to find the degree of each individual monomial and decide which one was the largest. And that gave me the degree of my polynomial. Alright, that's it for the basics of polynomials, degree and ascending order.